What's good, H0rr0rr? This is your boy H0rr0rgamer back with another video for you. And in this video, you can tell by the title, is another H0rr0rgamer Reviews. Now, in this episode of H0rr0rgamer Reviews, it's going to be a little different. Your boy H0rr0rgamer isn't reviewing a movie, and he's not reviewing a video game. In this episode of H0rr0rgamer Reviews, I'm actually going to be reviewing a book called Where Is Jaime. Now, before I get into my review, y'all know that your boy H0rr0rgamer's Reviews has spoilers in them all day, every day. So, before I get into this, pause this, go read the book, come back, let me know in the comment section what you think, whether you agree with what I have to say, whether you disagree, whether you enjoyed the book, whether you hated the book, let me know. So, with all that being said, H0rr0rr, everything beyond this point of the video, if it gets ruined for you, it's on you. And I'm going to be doing it a little differently today. I'm going to be doing it with not so many spoilers because I don't want to ruin it for you. So with all that being said, H0rr0rr, anything beyond this point, it's on you. So what can I say about Where Is Jaime? This book is fucking phenomenal. And it's not a horror book per se. It's not like about ghosts or vampires or goblins or anything like that. It's a thriller. And it's about this girl named Jaime Bailey who disappears on October 10th, 1975, the day of her birthday. She goes missing and they can't find her. And I mean, weeks go by and she's nowhere to be found. They comb the woods, they comb the lakes, everything, and they just can't find this girl. Well, the case runs cold for 40 years. And then 40 years later, a guy by the name of Bobby, who is from the same town that Jaime is from, gets a call from his buddy Sean, and there's an email, because Sean, here's the thing, I love, before I go any further, the chemistry that the author gives Sean and Bobby in this is fucking phenomenal. It's almost like they're brothers, but they're 10 years apart and they're best friends. It reminds me of the relationship that Sam and Dean Winchester have with each other on the show Supernatural. Like, in the beginning of the movie, Sean basically breaks into Bobby's apartment and just sits down and like waits for him and stuff. And he calls Bobby on the phone and says, "I'm there at your apartment," and yada yada. And Bobby's like, "Well, now that you broke into my apartment, you know, you can look in my fridge and tell me what I need to pick up grocery-wise." And he's like, "Oh yeah, I already done that. I already raided the fridge. You know, you ran out of milk. I drank the rest of it." Like shit like that, you know, little things like that. Like there's a scene where on their way to Blackwater, they stop to get breakfast, and Sean goes to the bathroom, and Bobby takes it upon himself to order Sean breakfast. And so Bobby orders himself this big hearty breakfast, and he orders Sean pancakes. But the way he tells the waitress, he's like, "And for the little guy, we'll have pancakes." And so when Sean comes back from the restroom and he sits down, the waitress brings out their food, and here Sean has this little kid's platter of pancakes with like a smiley face and stuff. And he looks at Bobby, he's like, "I know you ordered this as a joke." He said, "But I'm going to eat every bit of it just to spite you." And then later in the book, when they're in Blackwater, the roles are reversed, and Sean orders himself a big hearty breakfast and orders Bobby the senior citizen breakfast. And it's like prune juice and like pineapple slices and shit like that. And Bobby looks at him and says, "I know you ordered this as a joke, but I'm going to eat every bite of it." You know, it's that chemistry that they have in this book that really helps the story progress. And you care for the characters. The author did a good job of making you just care for these characters and, you know, feel their emotions and like just made you enjoy them. Like Bobby and Sean in this book are like two of the coolest characters I've ever read in a book. So anyway, they go to Blackwater to try to like solve the case of this Jaime Bailey disappearance. And they get this email from this informant, and the informant turns out to be Bobby's ex-girlfriend, Emily, which she's a good character in the book. She doesn't have quite as many great, like, how do I put this? Like, when she's with the group, she's great, but Like, I feel the chemistry is more there with Bobby and Sean than anything else. Like, their chemistry together, it's like they're brothers. She's brought into it. She's still a great character, don't get me wrong. Like, her chemistry with them are good, but it's not as good as Bobby's and Sean's. So anyway, throughout this book, like, they do their detective work, and each time something different just pops up in this case, you know what I'm saying? And then later on you find out that Miss Jaime, she's not the innocent little angel that everybody thinks she is. She gets caught up in something. I'm not going to tell you what, but she gets caught up in something that is not that, it's not that great. And it all comes to a head towards the end of the book as you discover piece by piece of certain things that happen on that day. Like, certain places that Jaime was at, certain ways that each character have like connections with each other, and other characters come into play and what their connections with them are. And there's a certain hotel that it seems where each character, even though they're connected differently, they all centerize around this hotel. And it's just, it's such a good read. And like, your boy Horror Gamer's like all horror, but like this book right here was really good. It's a really good read. It's not super long. It's a good read. You can sit down and read it, and before you know it, like you lose complete track of time. Like, I was reading this book and I lost all track of time because you get sucked into the story. And like, it's almost like you're with them on this journey on trying to find out what happened to Jaime. And then when you get the conclusion of the story, you're just blown away. Like, you're like, oh my God, like, how is this even possible? How could, this stay like this for 40 years? You know what I'm saying? How can this happen? You know what I mean? This is crazy. Like, you think there's foul play, and then there's another side of the story, and then the one person you think it is, and then it turns out to be somebody completely different. Like, it's a well-written book. Like, and it keeps you on the edge of your seat. It just keeps you enthralled throughout. Like, definite good read. CJ Whitcomb, man, if you're watching this, brother, home run hitter right here, dude. Like I said, I don't even read thrillers and stuff, but your book definitely hit a home run. So, moment of truth. What does your boy Horror Gamer give Where Is Jaime? I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. And let me tell you something. Certain things kept it from being a 10, but a 9 out of 10, home run hitter, guys. I definitely recommend you check this book out. It's written by CJ Whitcomb. There he is right there. He also has 5 top sellers on Amazon. So definitely go check him out on Amazon. I know you can get his books on Kindle, on Amazon. You can get them on paperback. I got it on paperback because I like holding the physical media of it. But definitely check him out. He's definitely a good writer. Like, he knows he's a master at his craft. He knows what he's doing. So, all right, Horror Horde. That's been my review of Where Is Jaime. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. And don't forget, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button along with that dingly ding ding button. That way, every time your boy Horror Gamer throws up one of his reviews or a true ghost story or an unboxing or anything, you're always in the know. And with all that being said, Horror Horde, this has been your boy Horror Gamer saying, I love you, thank you, and as always, until next time, don't fear the darkness. Embrace it.